Okay, I want to show you how to clean a chimney, sweep a chimney. Some of the things I do will be specific to this stove, and I'll tell you about that when I do that. This is a Drolet, D-R-O-L-E-T, Drolet Myriad stove from Northern Tool. I've been real happy with it. I've heated with wood for well over 30 years, but I've had this particular stove for about this will either be going into my third winter, I think. Third or fourth, but I believe this is my third winter. Sweeping a chimney is easy to do yourself. Don't be afraid of it. So, what I like to do first in the fall is build a couple of fires, and if there is any creosote up in the chimney, up in the pipe, I think it loosens it up. I've read that, and other people swear by that, so that's why I do it. But I think it's going to loosen it up. So I've built a couple of fires in here, small fires. But I noticed that I don't have a good draw, and I will show you why. And that will be something that you may not find on your stove, but it is true of the Drolet. Okay, first I'm going to remove the pipe from the stove. Now the difference here is that little adapter right there. And what it is, I already had an 8-inch pipe going up through the ceiling. I put a metal roof on my house, and I put in a brand new triple wall pipe when I did. And then a year or so later, I got this stove, which is a 6-inch. They didn't make it in an 8. That is a 6-inch output. So I had to have this little $100 adapter that goes from 6 inches here to 8 inches here. You can see how it kind of funnels up to 8 inches. So I'll be taking it loose here, and what it will do, and you're not going to be able to see it unless I raise, I don't know, maybe so, is I will move this pipe up, and that right there is a slip joint. This pipe will slide up into that pipe, okay? So maybe I can show that on camera. Okay, we're just going to basically push this up. Okay, and a little higher. And there's soot falling out, and the thing I will have to do that is particular to this stove, I will show you right now. So here's the stove. I've raised the pipe up. I'm going to go ahead and get a flashlight to show you down in it. On this particular stove, and you may find that on any stove that has a baffle in it. This is not trying to make the flashlight stay. Not going to do it. This is not a catalytic converter stove. Okay, come on, flashlight. There you go. It's got a baffle inside that you raise and lower, and it reburns the wood, makes it really efficient. But down in here, okay, that's all creosote. And the reason I said this stove wasn't drawing when I built the last couple of fires, I could tell it wasn't drawing, is because this is beginning to stop up the chamber. And so I'm going to get in here and vacuum all this out first, and then we'll show you something else. Okay, so I went outside and got a shallow bucket here, and because as I brush this from on the roof, a lot of the junk is going to fall down in there. As it fell down in the stove, that's why I had to vacuum it out, because it does fall through. I can hear it falling all summer long. Just a piece will come loose. Listen, see, so it'll fall through, and so see, I'm already getting some in there. So you can hear that there is some creosote in this. It's, it's not a huge buildup, but it's enough. And we're going to sweep it. But I put the bucket under it. That's going to save save a whole lot of mess in here. Going up on the roof. Hopefully we can mount the camera and it won't fall off, and I won't either. And we're going to brush this. Okay, this is my chimney brush. And again, this is an 8-inch one. Got a little dirt dauber nest in it. Not anymore. This is an 8-inch one. It comes with fiberglass poles that are that you screw together, and make sure you screw them together pretty good. You don't want to lose this thing inside your pipe. You don't want to come unscrewed and have to try to fish that thing out with. If you've got a 6-inch pipe, then obviously you're going to need the 6-inch brush. That is an 8-inch brush. Okay, there's the chimney up on the roof. I'm going to try to set this up without killing me or my camera. That's the flange. It's a rubber flange. This is not an instructional of how to put in a chimney. If I put one in my barn later, I will film that, but there are a lot of good videos on how to install a wood stove. But I'll take the cap off, and it's got a few little nuts, screws that are holding on this top cap with the screen and rain cap. I'll take those off first. I just brought a pair of pliers with me. Okay, retain the nuts, don't lose them. This lifts off like so, and you'll want to kind of scrub this off. That's just keep the birds and stuff out. I'll scrub that off a little bit. But the main thing we're here to do is to clean the chimney. So here's the chimney brush. Feel I'm already in the house, inside the house, because it's going through that black pipe. I'm getting close to the funnel where it funnels down the adapter. In fact, I'm right at it because I can just feel it's getting tighter. But, basically, you just go up and down and scrub that out. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But just something you want to do every winter, going into the winter. Again, I want to build a fire or two first, kind of soften it up, loosen up the creosote. And as you remember, with the bucket underneath, catching all the creosote, I'm not making a mess inside the house, which is very pleasing to my wife. I'm at the bucket. I heard the bucket move in. Come on up. And done. Put the cap back on, go back in the house. So the cap is back on. I cleaned out the bird screen or whatever that's called a little bit. Not, I should have brought a small wire brush up here with me, and I could have done a better job. I cleaned the inside of this, which had a little bit of creosote on there, not a whole lot. Now this ring right here, and I don't know what that's called, some kind of retaining ring that it's part of the cap. But when you click that thing down into this pipe, it's tough to get out. I mean, it's got little snaps, and you got to really work at it to get it out. So that's why I just take off the top. Not worried about it. So let's go on down, and my point of doing this is, A, don't be afraid of wood heat. It's a wonderful way to heat your house, and it is a huge backup if you're up north and something does happen. HTF, when the poop hits the prop. That's, I think I coined that. But when the poop hits the prop and you can't afford or can't get electricity, heating oil, whatever, coal, whatever it is you heat with, or even pellets. A wood stove to me is just a wonderful thing. We live, you know, our house is by no means the Taj Mahal, but we lived for the first 13 years we were here with nothing but wood heat. I had a little old, you know, in the bathrooms, if it got real cold in there when someone's taking a shower or something, then you know, we had little space heaters, but very, very seldom used them. I made that was a mandate. So the first 13 years, all we had was wood heat with the original earth stove that we bought, and it would run you out of the house. So don't be afraid of wood heat. Don't be afraid to clean your own chimney. Now, if you have issues and can't get up on the roof, then don't clean up your own chimney, you know. Or if your roof is a 12-12 pitch or something like that, mine is a 3-12 pitch. Okay. So you know, I'm not risking my life or anything here. My barn is 412, and you know, I'm a little nervous getting on the barn because 412 to me is steep. But don't be afraid to do this if you have the you know, if you can, if you're able to do it. It's easy to do. As you saw, it took what, 2 minutes to brush that out, maybe. Now, I'm not a chimney sweep. If y'all are, somebody's watching this chimney sweep, you may tell me I did it all wrong, but I'm just telling you this is the way I've done it for years. So I'm through talking until we go downstairs. Let's go back down and check it out. So that's about it. Just basically slid the pipe down inside and put it back together. And so we're clean here, under this plate here. Now, I will probably, because I know it fills up, because I know I have an issue with it filling up this particular stove, I will come in here in a couple of months in the middle of the winter, and I won't sweep the pipe, because I just don't think it'll need it then. Very seldom. I don't think I've ever swept twice in a year. But again, I'm in Texas now. I'm not in Colorado. But I will come in here, pull this loose, vacuum that out, because I know I'm going to get some down in here and it may start to affect the draw. And so anyway, I cleaned the door on it. I even got a little ambiance going on here. What do you think about that? So, another good idea if it's summertime or springtime or something and it's not hot enough to, not cold enough outside to build a fire, and you got something going on, people coming over, little shindig, something like that, throw a few candles in there. That looks pretty nice, don't it? Huh? So anyway, that is cleaning the stove. Probably took me less than an hour, probably 45 minutes, and a lot of that was setting up the camera, because apparently I will do anything for a YouTube view. Anyway, hope you like this. I hope you'll try it yourself. Again, don't kill yourself. If you can't get up on the roof, if you have no business being up on the roof, don't get up on the roof. But I'm just showing you how quick it is, how easy it is with the right tools. And it is a do-it-yourself job. If you are a chimney sweep out there, don't be mad at me. So anyway, I'm going to go now. And I will put some links underneath. If I can find a chimney brush, a 6-inch and an 8-inch, and some of the collapsible or the put together fiberglass rods, then I will put a link to that. I also put a link to this stove. Again, this is a Drolet Myriad. I did a review on it, so if you haven't seen the review, I'll put a link, or maybe I already have put a link to my Drolet stove review, and that was the only thing. I had a guy comment and said that he had a problem with the creosote building up, you know, up here on top. And so that was, I wanted to address that and make sure that, you know, that probably does need to be vacuumed out from time to time. I don't particularly like that, but it is what it is. I like the stove other than that, and that's a small price to pay, you know, for a 15-minute vacuum job out the top of it. No big deal. Hope you enjoy this. Hope you will try it yourself if you're able and willing, and you know, save yourself a lot of money. I don't know what chimney sweeps cost, but it ain't cheap. Practical homesteading. We go.